So usually we use spreadsheets or databases to store a lot of information, link to other data, and do simple or complex calculations. But what if I tell you a database tool can send emails or tweets? That's what I'm going to cover in today's video. It's one of my favorite tools called Airtable. Hi everyone, I'm Romy and I'm back with more tools to make your life easier, even if you don't know how to design or code. So this video actually has a story behind it. I put a video on Airtable a month ago where I came up with a system where you do not have to pay extra for your subscriptions again. I connected Airtable to another tool called Zapier, which would send me reminder emails to cancel. So I put this video out on YouTube. I'm really excited about it. I think I've done a great job. And soon after, I get a message from my friend Colleen. Did you know Airtable can send emails? Mind blown. To show you how this new Airtable feature works, I thought let's go back to this subscription system we built and let's see if we can make it more simple and elegant. Alright, now let's dive into some of the details of what we did. We used Airtable and Zapier. Airtable is a database tool that helps you store your information. In this case, I used Airtable to store the subscriptions. Zapier helps you connect tools to each other. For example, Zapier connected Airtable to my Gmail. Now, the way Zapier works with Airtable is that it lets me trigger an email either on a new record or a new record in a view. So that's why if you look at my Airtable base, you will see it has two views. The second view is the view which I created for Zapier. Now, whenever any subscription gets in the 3-day period, it will show up in this view. And that will trigger Zapier to send me an email to cancel the subscription. Pretty simple. So what we'll do today is instead of using Zapier to trigger the email from Airtable, we'll just use Airtable itself. Let's do this. Welcome to the world of automations in Airtable. You can see this tab here called Automations. An automation is similar to a Zap. It lets you trigger things like emails directly from your Airtable base. This in turn will help you automate your tasks and make you more efficient. So you first choose a trigger. The trigger is what triggers the action to take place. For that, we'll choose when a record matches condition. Now we'll choose a table and create the condition. In our case, when a subscription is within 3 days of cancelling, we want to send an email. So we will need to filter this by the reminder date of cancellation. And then click Done. Then we'll choose the action, which is to send an email. You can do this in two ways, from Airtable itself or through your Gmail. In our case, both will give you the same outcome. So I'll just use Gmail. I'll select my Gmail account. Subject will include the name of the subscription. And the message will give me a friendly warning to cancel before, or else I'll need to pay up the price. Now, that looks good to me and pretty effective. Finally, we'll test it and it's good to go. Let me just check my email to see if I get it, and there I see. Perfect. Airtable automations done. So overall, how do I think Airtable compared to Zapier? First, let's look at them from an ease of use perspective. Both are actually pretty similar, have similar concepts of a trigger and an action, and are fairly intuitive and straightforward. One key difference was in the setup. To make this work with Zapier, I actually had to create a new view called Upcoming Subs. When I used Airtable, I did not have to go through creating a separate view. I think the overall setup with Airtable turned out to be more elegant and simple. And more importantly, I did not have to leave Airtable and use another app. So you guys know I don't like to pay unless I have to. If you compare the pricing between Airtable and Zapier, both are pretty similar. In the free plan in both tools, the automations or zaps, as Zapier calls them, can be triggered a total of 100 times a month. That simply means in our case, we can get 100 reminder emails. no more. So how do you decide which tool to use? Ask yourself these simple questions. Can it be done by Airtable itself? And does it only need to connect 2 apps? If yes, just use Airtable. So I hope you found this as cool as I did. There are some other things I would love to explore, like automatically tweeting from an Airtable base. Also, people who are still on the fence about Airtable versus spreadsheets, I hope this pushes you more into the Airtable world. I'll be back with a new video soon. Please like and subscribe and comment. I love hearing from all of you. This is my last video of the year, so I'm going to see you in the new year, 2021, which I hope is nowhere as crazy as this one. This is Romy, and I hope this week you learned something new about a tool which you already knew well.